All right, there it is. Save On Foods. Lots of great curling going to happen there.
Like in just a couple weeks, Hudson, like 3 weeks from now, Save On Foods Memorial Center will be transformed from a hockey haven to a pebbled palace. The 2013 Ford Men's World Curling Championships is coming back to Victoria and will take place March 30th to April 7th. Now, when Victoria hosted the event in 2005, the Randy Ferbey foursome captured the world title. Defending it on home soil is now the responsibility of a young man named Brad Jacobs.
Who is Brad Jacobs?
Well, he's just the best skip in Canada right now. I'll tell you, he really proved it on the weekend. You know, he didn't just win against Stoughton, Howard, and the rest of them. I mean, he beat them badly. And you saw Stoughton, he just finally just gave up. And it's not often that teams go in, teams actually, through their playoff, their 4 games, they were all in the 90%. So they were absolutely amazing. Not known, but young and amazing.
Well, this was Jacobs' 5th Brier, his first finals appearance, and when you're picking stones out of the house like that, well, you deserve the win, 11-4 against the Stoughton veterans. Jacobs' foursome hails from Sault Ste. Marie, and when they aren't curling, they're likely doing arm curls. Did you happen to see the pipes on these guys?
They noted on TV that when they arrived in Edmonton, they checked in the hotel and went straight to the gym. So, I mean, you know, the old days everybody used to go to the bar, right? But these guys, they don't do that anymore. And curling has come of age. I mean, that ever since the Olympics came along, people train for curling like they do for any other sport.
When is the gun show on opening weekend? And opening weekend packs are the hottest sellers. $99 gets you 5 games and, of course, includes access to the Refreshment and Entertainment Center, which is at the Victoria Curling Club. Tickets can be purchased in person at the Select Your Ticket box office or online at selectyourtickets.com. Well, the Victoria Cougars set a couple of lofty goals at the start of the VIJHL season, get back to the provincial championships, and avenge last year's overtime loss in the final. The Cougars are one step closer to their goals after eliminating the Saanich Braves from the playoffs last night and clinching the South Island title. Yeah, the Braves were the only team to beat the Cougars in the regular season and refused to be intimidated in the playoffs. That was Josh McGladry through a crowded crease, opening the scoring for the Saanich visitors. Just under 3 minutes later, Dane Feeney on the power play walks in around the sprawling defender and puts it home. That ties the game up at 1 to the third period now, where Saanich's Josh McGladry slaps one in from center ice, beating Evan Rock to tie it up. Rock, of course, left shaking his head after that. Victoria wanting to get that one back, and they would. Sam Rice snaps it past Tanner McGaw. That made it 3-2 Cougs. Mark Walton finishes it off with an empty netter. 5-2 would be the final. Victoria is moving on to face either the Nanaimo Buccaneers or the Comox Valley Glacier Kings. Well, junior hockey fans have a chance to see the NHL's possible first overall draft pick at Save On Foods Memorial Center. Seth Jones and the Portland Winterhawks are in Victoria for one more game against the Royals tomorrow night. Jones scored for the visitors in yesterday's 5-2 victory for Portland, and the Royals have 3 regular season games left before facing the Kamloops Blazers in the first round of the playoffs. 56 games have come and gone in the BCHL, and the playoff picture is set. The Victoria Grizzlies finished as the island's top dogs with 76 points, second in the league. That's 2 points back of Surrey. They will host 4th place Powell River in the first round. Games 1 and 2 go this Friday and Saturday at Bear Mountain Arena, and those same dates, the Nanaimo Clippers will host the Alberni Valley Bulldogs at Frank Crane Arena. Cowichan Valley Capitals will be spectators this time around. All first round series are a best of 5. In fact, one of the toughest parts of playing football is trying to take your helmet off. This little guy had to take 2 runs at it during a break in the action at the Victoria Renegades football camp. Gridiron Tykes had the chance to learn from BC's best Mount Doug's running back, Marcus Davis. Now, this guy's no slouch himself. Tim O'Neill spent 4 years with the Victoria Rebels and now applies his trade on the O-line of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Both players got their starts in the island's grassroots gridiron community, and they're all about giving back.
It's a bit different, you know. I'm always used to be the one getting coached, but now I can do the opposite and coach kids and tell them what I've learned.
It's a lot of fun, that first off, so I enjoy it. And then, you know, I remember when I was their age being out here and these coaches around coming from the BC Lions or wherever they came from. And it was a good experience for me back then, and, you know, hopefully I can teach these kids something too.
I remember when I was in their spot, how fun it used to be just going out there and just having the time of your life, really.
Aw, scary to think that Davis still has another year of high school football left to play. O'Neill will report to training camp in Hamilton in June. Oh, speaking of football, Russell Wilson will have a new target for next season. The Seattle Seahawks expanded an already dangerous offense today with the addition of wide receiver Percy Harvin. Well, the Hawks receive Harvin from the Minnesota Vikings in exchange for 3 draft picks, including Seattle's 2013 first-rounder. Harvin was named Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2009. Last year with the Vikings, he hauled in 62 catches for 677 yards in 9 games before being sidelined with an ankle injury. And sticking in the Emerald City, Mariners outfield Michael Saunders left his mark on the World Baseball Classic. The former Victoria Mariner was named MVP of Pool D for his monster performance at the Dish. Saunders was the bright spot for Team Canada with a .727 batting average that included 7 RBIs and a 2-run homer through 3 games. Canada gave the U.S. a scare in yesterday's elimination matchup. They led 3-2 in the 8th, but ended up losing the game 9-4.
All these non-powerhouse countries are really showing the world that baseball's really evolved. And I feel like Canada's one of those countries. Canada's not just a hockey country anymore.
I was listening to updates, where I was getting updates from Chandler Grieve actually on my phone. Oh, I was, come on, Canada. Wouldn't that have been great?
And then the big brawl with Mexico.
I got that from my dad. I was up island, so he tweeted that to me. He said we beat Mexico and then we beat them up.
Here is something we want to talk about, and we got some pictures to show you. Saturday night in Courtenay, Mira was recognized, and rightly so, as one of the top 20 under 40 on Vancouver Island at the Top 20 Under 40 Business and Community Achievement Awards. What a great event, and tell us a little bit about it, Maya. We're so proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Hudson. It was such a wonderful event. This was the inaugural awards night put on by Roger McKinnon and Michael O'Connor and the great business people on Vancouver Island. Just to be in a room with 300 people and 100 finalists of bright people, doctors, lawyers, business people, community-minded people, and you could just feel the energy in the room, and so much idea sharing, and it was just a beautiful night, and I'm so proud to be among those 100 people in that room, and everybody left with a plaque and obviously new friendships and a greater appreciation for community.
Well, richly deserved on your part, Maya, and everybody. Congratulations to all. And not just 100. There was originally a group of 150 people. That was whittled down to 100 who were at the dinner, and then the top 20 under 40 were selected, and we're sure proud of you. Well done.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very honored.
And you deserve it. You've done a lot to help sports on Vancouver Island and the community.
Thank you.
So well done.
Thank you, Hudson.